funny.
Yeah, booty
I
hole is
have no
brown.
issue with
I
that.
understand.
But
It's
like,
a joke.
And that's fine. That's completely
look,
fine.
it is funny. It's funny if she wasn't successful. That was what I would say. Like,
But it's funny that she is. That's the main thing, because obviously her music she isn't lyrically.
why is it funny that she's successful?
Like insane.
Are you saying it's funny because it's so ridiculous?
Yeah, exactly. And I think she's just funny. And like her lyrics are hilarious.
It is funny. I'll give it that.
The Rich Baby Daddy song is so fucking funny.
I find it
the
like soca music.
Like what?
To like soca music. I can watch 30 seconds of it, and I'm done with it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I see what you mean when you put it like that with funny. I feel like my initial. Do you know what it is? It's not. I'm not taking her like she's trying to be fucking whatever, like Royce of 5'9" or something. I don't. Obviously, that's not the case. But like when what she represents is what I have a problem with. She's like the next level of degeneracy and degrading of black women, first of all, the culture, and just lyrics in general. Whilst it's funny, it's being treated and welcomed into rap and the overall hip-hop culture with way too much passion. Like, as in, and it's not, no one, I appreciate that
passion
from the media, exactly. From like, okay, so I feel like they talk, it feels like she's being shoved down our throats. And I feel like, pause, and I see that post that you sent today that it was a fake post. Did you send it? Or did Brad? Like, one of y'all sent it, and it was Drake dancing to... No, Dan, you sent it. Drake dancing at his show to Sexyy Red, which was fake. Like, it wasn't the song that he was dancing to. And then all the comments, there were like 98% negative to be like, this is what they do. They get the most popular artists to promote the most trash and blah, blah, blah. So whilst I don't think the majority of people really like it, she's getting an abnormal share of the voice of music culture and attention, just like a few other groups in society that are being overly talked about whilst being underrepresented, if you're filming. And that, to me, makes you question your own sanity. I'm like, hang on, this is like, pussy pink, booty hole brown is like, whilst that's pretty funny, that's funny as fuck. It's like...
It's hilarious.
It's the best.
It is. It's fucking great.
Best part of the whole shit.
She raps about her red weave on the Rich Baby Daddy music video, but she's wearing a blonde weave. Like, it's just so good.
Right.
Okay. So you don't even try.
Quality.
Yeah, and that's... I know I probably shouldn't be so... I'm not like worked up over it, but so like it hits a part of me that I'm just like, I can't stand it. It's... I probably need to just fucking relax, but I also feel like and it's maybe unfair on her, but I think that like before, the last cunt I was really mad at, I think, was Chief Keef. And then I think after him was like Future. Like, that I really detested.
Sexyy Red. He brought out Sexyy Red at his latest show, actually.
Future?
Chief Keef.
There you go. I mean, like, birds of a feather, as they say.
I was going to say, trash beget trash. I don't know, something like that.
So it's like...
Chief Keef is great.
I hate him less over time because it's almost like everything, if you're looking back, right?
There's
like,
more shit cunts coming. There's always going to be...
The shit cuntery got worse. Exactly. It made Chief Keef look better in hindsight. And you could say that about movies, TV shows. Like, it's not even exclusive to music. It just feels like she is and she's not, but it feels like she's a plant that is targeted to bring down the collective IQ of hip hop. And if now essentially pop listeners, because that's what rap music is for the most part, like, bring down that IQ and make people focus on ridiculous shit, like getting worse and worse and worse over time. Yeah. That's what it feels like, and I might sound alarmist.
That's why I have a problem with it. I think that's exactly what it is.
I think she's the least of like my worries in terms of, like, she's not the shittest I've ever heard, and I don't think she gets pushed like that, and I don't think she's taken that serious. So it's kind of like there are way worse that are getting way more serious. That's, do you know what the serious traction? It's like on the radio, on YouTube, millions.
And it doesn't have to be a woman. I'm also very conscious because I feel like I shit on Meg Thee Stallion, who I just did. There's a lot of dudes I don't like either. It's just the women I think are particularly right now in this era, the ones that I feel like aren't pushing the culture forward are particularly weak. IMO. But like, who is worse than Sexyy Red as far as, you know, like what I've seen, like African American shit on her for what she represents, which is, you know, like the hood, ratchet, pregnant, no, like not really with the partner, face tats, like this sort of like whole trash person being put on this insane pedestal. Then you got someone like Drake, like you said, tongue in cheek, calling her his goat. It's hard to. I feel like all the things of support. Yeah, it's a horror. Yeah, I don't know if you tell me who's worse. Then tell me who's worse.
Like Lil Peep, Lil Pump.
Right, but like not. I agree, terrible. But they're not.
But like they're taken serious. They were at least taken very serious, and I don't think anyone actually takes Sexyy Red serious like that. And you can tell, like, even with co-signings from someone like Drake, is kind of just like, you can tell he's not like, it's not taken as serious as I think it could even come across. Like, I don't know. I feel like Lil Pump has had like a full-on run where it's kind of like, oh, people think he's an actual good rapper, but I actually just don't think people think she's trying to be this amazing rapper. I just think people just find it entertaining, and kind of because of the entertaining factor, she seems like she's popular because of that, and that's the main thing, really. Like, I don't know. Like, whereas when it comes to like the Lil Peep, for example, that guy, it's just like his music was objectively, well, okay, it's not necessarily objectively bad, but it's just like I did not like it at all. But then people were like, "Oh, he's such a sick rapper" and shit, and I'm like, but he's not. And I've never actually heard someone say, yeah, Sexyy Red, sick rapper, this and that. They're just co-signing her, and I just think it's more for the entertainment value of her, as opposed to people saying this is the next up and comer, this is the next big thing, shit like that. So I just think it's more an entertaining thing, and I think she's just funny, like I said.
Gotcha.
Okay. Music's all a joke now.
It kind of is. It's like this level of buffoonery that is too prevalent, because I feel like there was always dumb shit. You know, remember like Afro Man, like When I Go High or whatever, like silly song that was kind of out, or
like Riff Raff.
Exactly, right? But the thing is that, like, I don't think, I would disagree about Lil Pump specifically. I don't think he was taken seriously at any point. But maybe Lil Peep, because if I remember who he even was, I think he was the emo white guy, if I'm not mistaken, who overdosed. So, like, I think he might have gotten taken seriously. That's fair. I don't think Lil Pump did. And I feel like with her, it's not, she's not this, like...
He has a whole song with Kanye West. And, like...
Right, and it's like... That was a bad look on Kanye.
Seriously enough.
Yeah, you know what? That's a fair pushback on that. Pause. That's fair. I would say, though... she's not billed as a comedic like artist. Like, I don't think that people are going, hey, this comedy rapper. I don't know, man. I feel like she's
not like comedic.
So like Lil Dicky,
but not like that. But like, just like, it's so ridiculous. It's kind of like, what's the point in not like enjoying it? You can't take it too serious. You can't take it too serious. Yeah. So I'm not seriously thinking she's insanely good, and I don't think a lot of people are. And also don't think a lot of people are saying, oh, this is the worst thing to happen to hip-hop ever, for example. Like, and yeah, that's it. It's kind of just like, to what degree do you really want to take it that serious? And I just think her stuff is funny. I don't think anyone is thinking she's seriously incredible, but like, it's funny enough for me to think it's entertaining.
I feel like you're a discerning... How do I say it? You're like, I think it's aimed at people younger than you anyway, first of all. And I also think, though, that you're an abnormality for your age and generation, because you do have a genuine appreciation of the deeper roots of rap, going to the 80s, going to NWA and shit. Like, you understand it. You know lyrics to Eazy-E tracks and Jizza and Raekwon, whatever. So, like, to me, that, like, I get it. But I feel like you understand that because of your context that you have, whether it's through your older brother or family or anyone else that you've grown up with, and you came over here and you've got me and this old cunt fucking drilling you and showing you stuff and things that, you know, you pick up and you like, now you're loving Mace, right? So that was the Sexyy Red. That's how bad it was. I think we told you over your birthday when we all hung out, like, Mace was as bad as it kind of got as far as the rapidy rap heads, and now it's got to this, and it's like... I had a
but then wasn't at the same time where there was like artists like fucking Old Dirty Bastard, Riff Raff, people like that who were also around that time. Maybe there's more now because the what's it?
The ease of recording and
There you go.
internet,
Yeah, something like
SoundCloud,
that.
YouTube. Yeah,
Very easy. Everything's very accessible. So it's probably
and that's the problem.
100% more now, but there was still it was still happening back then.
You're correct, and that's something that I think we forget is how shit things were back then, that we maybe like gas up to be like everything was great when it wasn't. What I think she represents, and this is what it is, I think it's more my issue is what she represents as opposed to maybe what she is it's like the degradation of like anybody, like kind of what you just said, anybody thinks they can rap. The shit that me and Nosh had to go through to put out music and to move to the other side of the world and to do this, like it's hard to separate yourself from like we took whatever this shit very, very seriously. So then if that's how, and now there's more and more whack people trying to get a come up off music, it's polluted it to the point where I have no intention of trying to be successful in music anymore. It's over. If I put out music, it's because I want to. So there's the people that have like bastardized and sort of overtaken the culture because of the volume of them with whackness, and that whack bar just keeps getting worse and worse. So it's literally there's nobody who can't be a rapper at any point in time, and then that
there's
makes
no barriers to entry.
it's not well facts, and that's a big bring back bullying and bring back gatekeepers. But it's like she just represents that new lowest bar, and it's more just like, oh fuck, how much worse can this get? Whilst I know it's funny and maybe it's not serious, but maybe that's as good as she gets because she's a ABC nursery rhyme kind of person, and it's hard to separate. I guess all it is hard to separate yourself from that shit. You see that and you're like, this is fucking insane.
That's fair. It's just like I can just completely separate from the fact that I'm not gonna ever take it serious.
There you go.
Same way when like it's like 6ix9ine was up like getting mad players.
I didn't get that. I enjoyed 6ix9ine.
See, a white guy, openly racist white guy, but it's kind of just like, this guy's fucking hilarious. So I'm kind of like, I just didn't care.
Very funny.
It's like, it was beyond ridiculous. That's why I can appreciate this kind of shit. Same way like Lil Dicky can sometimes be fucking ridiculous. Or
I get
like,
it.
You know,
that's a good comparison. Yeah. No, you know what though? But Tyler could always rap and well, even if it was ridiculous.
No. He can actually rap.
I felt like 6ix9ine. Fuck, you have a great point, but it's also not quite equal. Like 6ix9ine, I initially my gut was the same. I'm like, who the fuck is this weirdo? Why is he yelling? Like, what's going on? Why is there 100 bloods on a subway station? But like, over time, I'm like, oh, because Deezus and Mero kept making fun of it, like Blicky with the stiffy and all that shit, and I was like, oh, this is hilarious. But it wasn't
so good.
I don't know why it's okay with him, but not okay with her. I don't know why. Maybe. I don't know. I think she's worse. She's like the worst rapper I think I may have ever heard as far as the actual rapping abilities potentially. Someone who's actively a rapper, and like that's hard to get over. I think 6ix9ine, even if he didn't write the lyrics, was better at rapping than she is. I don't know. I don't know if I'd really want to go on super record fair. Being like 6ix9ine kind of like, better than her.
Kind of like what's better, like
what, eating shit or eating semen? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know.
Actually, some people would have an obvious choice.
But that's fair. That's fair.
Anyways, this working episode. No, I think you the poo. Yeah. Welcome to episode 156. Bad Habits Podcast.
Alone.
Right? Jesus Christ. So we've been off for 2 weeks. So that was, I think, the first time it was Dan was in Miami, gang, and I had too much work to do last week, and we are back. So, so much to catch up on. Okay, I got a question for you first and foremost to kick this off, and then we'll do a catch-up sesh, because actually a reasonable amount of stuff's even happened for me. Name a cancelled TV show, or even if it's not cancelled, like it ended, that deserves another season, like you wish would come back for another one.
Notion?
So we can't do movies, just shows.
TV show, well, because movies aren't continuous, right? It's one time, it's like a cancelled... I stole it from something. Yeah, things get cancelled like after one season. You're like, oh man, they didn't give that a chance.
So we're not including stuff which has a conclusion but could continue.
I was actually thinking I was
That's
thinking we
insane.
should include my choice would be Succession. So Succession had 4 seasons. It
that?
finished. I wish it didn't.
Oh,
I
okay,
wish it kept going
okay.
because I think it's like perfect. My second choice for something like that would be Entourage. I love that show, and I felt like they could have kept it pushing for a couple more. They had some weak seasons in there, but I feel like it could have kept going.
Okay. Mine, in terms of cancelled, probably Girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
It just didn't
You
have
weren't
an
even born
ending.
when they came out. Oh,
I've
didn't they
watched
get fucked because of the writers?
Yeah, I think something. I
Strike?
don't even know what happened, but it just kind of just like didn't continue.
I think it was the
So
writers' strike, and then they got screwed, and then it was like Tiff rewatched it, so I kind of heard it in the background a lot. And she told me, yeah, it was like a writers' strike or something along those lines, and then they didn't get a proper finish to the.
yeah, so
That's a great example.
That's one that got fully cancelled, didn't have an actual ending. In terms of one that I would have liked to see continue, because I just feel like it needed more episodes to have a real conclusion. Probably Game of Thrones needed to have way more episodes for it to have like, and there was so much more that was happening after the final episode with like Arya going one place, Jon going one place, and it's kind of just like
You can follow
the
them
show
all.
you could have followed. There could have been a spin-off. There could have been something, but they kind
There
of you could
was.
tell they wanted to just finish.
Did you watch they did. They fucked that up so bad. Did you watch the.
Oh, the House of the Dragon.
Thank you, House of the Dragon. So
But
they had.
I'm talking more of a not that's a prequel. I'm talking more of
Gotcha.
a
Continuation.
actual continuation. Yeah. But those would be my two for sure. I need to think actually.
That's
Let me do
great choices.
some research into
Yeah.
cancelled shows.
No, did you have any off the dome piece?
Honestly, been racking my brain. The only thing I can think of, and both of them I haven't even finished watching, so I can't even say. I was going to say Game of Thrones, and the other one was Breaking Bad.
Yes, that's a great choice.
But like I haven't finished watching them, so I don't know. I can't even really say.
That's a good point. I actually forgot how Breaking Bad finishes.
I'm like one season left of Breaking Bad, and in Game of Thrones I have to go back. I think she just got the dragon stolen from her or some shit. So I was
You gotta
almost
catch back
there.
up. Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm ages away, so I just don't like. Yeah.
No, those are good choices. Breaking Bad would be cool.
Anything else? I haven't been watching TV shows. I just watch movies
That's fair. That's
or
fair.
documentaries. Actually, there's shitloads of those, and half of them are music or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, Docos are the bomb. Fuck
You're a bomb.
I am a fair bomb cunt. Did you want to add anything to that, Dan, or should we?
There's not really much here,
Not
honestly.
much?
It's
Okay.
like Mindhunter. People saying stuff about what's the 50 Cent show?
Power.
Power. Yeah. But I didn't even think Power was that lit, to be fair. So
It was okay. Like
So,
we
yeah,
didn't finish it
yeah.
in the end. Got over
yeah,
it.
exactly. Same with me. Like I'm kind of over it. I'm not really thinking about ever watching that again. So
No.
yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So, all right. Now we have a ton of stuff to get through this episode. So what I'm thinking, we'll just do a quick little catch up from the last couple of weeks, like personal catch up, and then we'll do the classic project review. And then maybe we have a whole bunch of like quick news, and maybe we can all just read something out, take it in turns. If someone else wants to comment, then cool. That's probably a good way because we actually noted down a lot of stuff. So Dan, start off with you from when you came back. So you were in Miami the week before the last pod that we.
Yes.
The weekend
yes,
before.
yes.
Yes. Tell
So I
us.
was there for my birthday, and it was amazing. That's where I think my life peaked. It was just great. It was just so good. It's just the best city in the world. We were with
Isn't it?
the best people, and it was sick. We went on a boat. We went to the beach. We drank. We ate, and we went Shake Shack as well. It was a fucking great time. It was so good. Like I
And?
just and. Trader Joe's. Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah. And it was so funny though. I can't get over the fact that we were like 10 people and we spent like $170 on groceries. Yeah, one day it was 170, and then we went out and got frozen margaritas for everyone, $140. And we're kind of like, where's the? It's not adding up. I don't understand. So I don't really understand how that works. But
Miami
other
is
than that,
insanely expensive, unfortunately.
yeah, to go out, but like stuff like just going to the liquor store was not expensive, and like going to Trader Joe's is not expensive. I don't understand
TJ's is the
how.
best.
Like, yeah, it's incredible. It's just
If you went to
so good.
breweries, I know you had a bunch of people who probably weren't interested, but breweries are very reasonable as far as like food and beer and stuff. But like going out for margaritas in Wynwood or whatever.
Yeah. No, we were in
Midtown?
yeah,
Midtown,
no,
right?
it was no, we were in Winwood when we went out as well.
So it's they're gonna milk you a bit.
Yeah, for sure. But it was
Yeah.
sick though. It was so good. I'm trying to think. The flight there, horrible flight. We were delayed for like 6 hours, and the flight felt like a roller coaster. It was sick. We had people like gasping when like there was mad turbulence, and like every like 10 minutes, people were like because of how much it dropped. I was kind of just laughing because it's quite funny. But like,
Are you not scared of that? Because I'm just thinking I would die.
I am. But like, I was just kind of laughing. I just thought it was so funny how people were reacting.
It's definitely not fun. That's not a fun time at all for anyone on a fucking plane.
That is very true, very true. But turbulence, very
You had the
big
right
misconception.
reaction. Oh, about what it is?
About how much the plane moves. The plane doesn't.
It drops
really
like
move.
10, 20 feet at a time. It's like, oh,
It's like that's how it feels, but like it generally doesn't move that much. I've seen, I watched a bunch of videos. I'll send you some, but I did. The plane barely moves. It's quite funny.
That
But
actually would be good.
Feels like a roller coaster either way. And the flight back was good. And I'm trying to think what else happened. I've come back.
Is there anything maybe that you wear that you have
I've
acquired?
yeah. Other than Miami, I got myself a pair of Yeezy slides and foam runners. Thank you. I'm actually wearing the slides now. They just came today.
The sound effects audio is really low, dude.
Yeah, on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I should have probably turned it up. Look at the slides, the dark onyx right there.
Beautiful.
They're all just for the first.
I got those.
That's dripped out.
Yeah, other than that, it's been chilling, isn't it? The weather's been weird, but other than that, we've been enjoying myself, isn't it?
I love it. It was 21 degrees on, I think it was last Wednesday, and we went for a walk by the lake in shorts and t-shirt. I couldn't believe it.
Yep. And it snowed today and yesterday.
Yeah, so it's the change of like 25 degree swing. Yep.
Yeah.
Global warming for the win, hopefully. We shall see.
I know. Good stuff. Nosh
Dog, what's been crack-lacking, mate?
Fuckery. Mate, everything's been pretty sweet as, eh? I got sick.
I was going to say you sound congested.
Sound like I've been fucking just taken in the fucking face.
Yeah.
But yeah, just been sick, getting over that. The last few days have been absolutely fucked, but basically that, and then lots of mixing and mastering, which has been awesome. I made a couple of beats today. I made a few like a week ago. So notionbeats.com, have a listen to those. They're at the bottom of the main page. And then I got some new parts for my mountain bike. I got a new rotor so I can stop. My brakes were leading the thing. A couple of my mates got brand new bikes, so ready to rip with some cunts. And then yesterday I went riding with two mates and then bumped into two more mates. And so it was sick and had a big session of a bunch of jumps. And I ticked off some things I've been looking at for a while, and they scared me and I didn't die. So that was cool. I wrote a 16 to some of Eggwad's beats for Notion Island Volume 2.
Nice.
And yeah, I just wrote one verse and it came out tight, and I was like, cool, I have to get back to this because
I can still rap.
Now I have exactly, and it made me feel good. And I've got like another direction of the song now because I had the beat sitting around for a while, and so I put it in the session, I mixed it, and then I listened to it on my phone while I was doing other shit, and I just kind of had a spurt. So yeah, been creative and just chilling, man. Fucking yeah, like Dan said, the weather's been off its chops. It's been snowing. I went riding yesterday. It snowed 3 times during my ride. Right at the start, right in the middle, and right at the end. It was fucking.
How many times did the sun come out as well?
Oh my god! It was literally cloudy, spotty.
Weird.
It was all over the joint, windy. I had the right attire on, so man's like me, it was comfy. Nice. But it was like Melbourne's weather, dude. Yeah. It shifts about 20. Well, no, not that far. It shifts a lot in the day. The weather was 4 seasons. It was crazy. So, but everything else is good. Just need to get this shake this cold off, and I'm good to go.
Fuck yeah, mate!
Stop getting ill, man.
YouTube channel. I'm so ill in it. The YouTube channel got an extra. I think I told you I got 1 million, right? Because we clapped and did that thing last time.
Yes.
So yeah, an extra like 130,000 come through. So it's growing. People are loving it. I got some good episodes up.
Big ups, big ups.
Yeah, I got some new episodes up from the bike park from the summertime, so Horseshoe round 2 and stuff like that. So yeah, everything's great.
Fuck yeah, cunt.
Shit.
I'll try and be quick in mine too. Yeah, fucking. I've been writing raps, funnily enough. So I think I mentioned it a while ago. I was doing, so our friend Tokyo Cigar in Colorado, he asked me to do
nice.
6 verses. And at first I was like, bro, like, I didn't even know if I want to rap anymore. And I did like an 8, because one song was an 8 and the rest was 16. So the 8 came out pretty easy. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Then I tried this 16 and I rewrote it like, I got 8 bars in, I rewrote it like 3 times. And I don't rewrite shit ever. I hate. And then I never do it. So I emailed him and I was like, look, man, it's been 2 months. I'm fucking struggling. I don't know if I can do this. And he was like, it's all good. And then whilst I said that, and I was like, let me just try it. And then I just finished the verse. And I emailed right back and then sent it to him. I was like, all right, I'm on track. So I did 4 so far of the 6. And I had to just like let go and not give a fuck. It was
Do you want me to write for you?
You could even do that. You could be Mike Quentin Miller.
I can do that for you. I'm well acquainted with the pen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you know how to hold one? Do you know how to hold one?
I've actually got 3 right under my iMac right here.
Wow.
Are you ambidextrous with the pencil, Daniel?
I don't even know what hand I am, so I just type. I actually wouldn't. Do you actually write your rhymes, or do you just
type now?
Type?
I used to. No, started typing forever. I used to write. I only stopped. Okay, I wrote forever, and then when I started writing them in my phone, like going to work and stuff, I'd write the verses there. I would transcribe them into my notebook, even after I did it. And I stopped that after a while. I was like,
didn't do that shit. I had a notebook for the longest time, but then as soon as I was able to put it in the phone and keep it organized there and have it with me, like I liked it on the phone, and then I would actually have like a notepad file at my job at the call center, so I would email that to myself and add it to the note. So I always have a whole thing. So I liked it. I like that organization of it. But I do miss actually writing rhymes down. To be honest, there's a different connection with everything.
It is. It's very different. It's totally different. A disconnect. Like when you move from handwriting to actually like typing, it was very strange for me as well.
And the other reason why I switched to typing is because I can type way faster than I can write. So I could actually freestyle sometimes. If the tempo was slow enough of the beat I was writing to, I could actually freestyle some shit and type it at the same time because I could type pretty fast. And when I was working on computers all fucking day, like you get pretty fast. So yeah, I was able to freestyle, rap, write, type kind of thing sometimes.
That's dope.
So anyway, that was fun. Good time.
Love that. So rap looks like we're both rapping. We figured out we know how to do it, which is fun.
That's really refreshing. It's nice to know that remember how to spit fire.
100%. And what else happened? So the best thing that happened, kind of what Dan was talking about, was the Yeezy drops came back over the last couple of weeks. They've been sitting. It's the first time ever the Yeezys have just been sitting. So they've like basically is hardly anything that's sold out that I can even think of here. So I'm looking at there. This is the most it's ever been, and literally you can go in and get whatever the fuck you want. It is so crazy, and I imagine it's probably a mix of, in this economy, like shit's fucked up. Ye saying that the colorways aren't approved, which I think is part of it, and also the fact that I think he's saying they're not approved, and they're like, I don't know, say like this one's been sitting like a steel gray 350. Yeah. It's just so mid. It's a real mid colorway.
It's just like
even the gray
it's like belugas, but worse. And it's like, why would I get worse belugas? And belugas are great.
Belugas are awesome. And even the 500s are the same thing. They're just all great. It's like the gray soul are just so whack, man. I can't stand it. But then they just dropped some other good stuff. So I got Tiff some foams, the ones that you got, Dan. I got the same slides as you, just as backup. I got today the sorry, was it today? Yesterday? I got approved. I haven't received them, but the Granite MX Granite foams, which look pretty cool. And I also got the Stone Top 500 lows, which was one of the main colorways with the gum sole. Yeah, so now I had to get I got another row of shoe boxes here because I'm going to need that, which is nice. Wow. So the Yeezys have been my favorite part so far. So I figured that, like I was saying, we'll talk about it off air because I'm trying to convince Nosh to get some. I was like, well, this is the first time in about 4 years of buying these things that you can go in without having to worry about a draw and like basically most sizes in almost all of them are still there. It's pretty crazy. And I thought this might be the last time we'll ever buy retail Yeezy. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna at least with the Adidas one. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a few things I've been wanting. So that worked out pretty nice. So shouts to Yeezy. Still haven't received the Yeezy like the pods and stuff that I ordered a month and a bit ago, about 5 weeks ago. I think it's February 11th, so it's 5 weeks. Today's the 18th, so still haven't received it. I got to go to the States because I ordered Shake Shack gear, and it arrived like 2 days after I went last time, and they only keep it for 30 days before they start charging you daily. And I got it, so I'm going to go Friday back to Buffalo and hang out for the day and pick that up, which is cool. What else happened? It's been like a lot of it's been so busy. We got custom closets put in the crib because the ones that came with this house was super whack, and one of them broke, like completely fell and like bent, the bracket bent, and it's been fucked. So we've been just living out of like these little plastic tubs and just keeping shit on the spare bed and that. So now we got them installed. It is fire. It's so nice. I feel back in business. Plenty of room. Exactly. I found like this boy from Australia gave me this Mr. Banks t-shirt. I hadn't had it for ages, so I was able to pull some stuff out of like the storage things here. So that's been fun.
Nice.
And then because of that, so I can't show you, but basically in Tiff's closet, she has the one in the bedroom, which is like technically a walk-in, but not really, like barely. She had these just like, we got these plastic shelves, these black plastic shelves that we had here in the basement that we called the store, where we just kept like extra supplies of like food from TJ's and spices and like toilet paper and cleaning supplies. So now I've got like 4 shelves back to back plus a 5th one of just like, it's fucking awesome. There's so much stuff. It looks so sick. Like it's still like the floors, not because the way they did this house, it's not like even, but it's I'm very happy with it. It's like cool just looking at it. It's like my OCD organization, just seeing all of the fucking things sitting up nicely. And it feels like you walk into a dep and you're just like, what do I want? Ooh, yoink, let's take that bitch.
Nice.
Makes me rock solid. So that's been another thing. And then I fucking was an adult and we went to the dentist twice, and we're gonna go again.
I heard.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, it's expensive. Mum's paid for it my whole life, and now I have to. Oh my fucking god!
I always go, and it's a waste of time. Well, I say always go, but every time I've gone, it's a waste of time.
Nothing.
So I'm not going.
The cleaning is helpful because when you see the plaque, though. No, I hadn't been in 5 years, so I feel you. And I also thought it was a waste of time, but they like to shit like behind your bottom teeth because apparently that's where saliva glands are, and then that causes I don't know if it's plaque or whatever the fuck this shit is that they like brush off, and they used to scrape a thing anyway. So X-rays and all this crap, so that, and I got my eyes tested and all this bullshit. So Mads is doing adult stuff.
Wealth. Nice.
Health is wealth. Another thing, fuck this. I had this skin condition for the last few months. It's been driving me crazy. It's in an awkward position. Yes, I am reverse MJ. You know the vibes. You knew it. And I couldn't get a fucking like a dermatologist for like 4 to 6 months at least to get in.
Ew.
And the doctor tried so many different things and couldn't do it. So I'm like, this is how bad the public system is. I'm like, I need this relief now. And they referred me to one place. I'm only telling this story because I want to illustrate how fucking retarded this whole system is. They referred me to a place. The place, nobody called me. So I just called the place and was like, hey, my doctor referred me. What's the deal? And they go, oh, yeah, we don't take what your problem is, so we're sending it back. So then I called the doctor and they're like, oh, do you have somewhere you want to go? I'm like, no, I don't fucking know. Like, and they were like, so basically I had to do my own research and call around to find a dermatologist that had a reasonable time frame and took care of what I did. And I gave him a couple of options. So then they sent it. But we have a client that's in the medical aesthetics industry, as you know, Dan, from our high season agency. So I messaged them and they're like, yeah, we know the best dermatologist in Canada. He's in Edmonton. Can we connect? So they, that day, gave me an email, emailed him. A couple hours later, he emailed me back, sent him some photos. He's like, boom, this is what it is. Here's a prescription. Then Tiff's friend is a nurse practitioner and she's allowed to prescribe shit. So then I sent it to her. She called it in, got the cream, and it's almost gone already in like 3 days.
Wow. It's literally who you know.
And I'm like, that's not okay, though. That's not okay, man.
But it's in literally every facet of life at this point. Like
And
when you grow up, you start to realize that, and then it's kind of just like this is how everything is. So it shouldn't be, but like
it shouldn't be with healthcare. And I think I understand in business and all the different stuff, but I really feel like something that's like a genuine problem.
Serious thing.
It's so bad, dude. It's that, and this it was a cream, just a basic cream, but it had to be mixed. Like it's a compound they're called, so you can't buy it over the counter, and you have to go to specific like pharmacists that do compounds, which I learned a couple of years ago. But it was so simple, and even Tiff's friend who said she's like, she knew what it was, and she's like, yeah, this is like fancy version of this product, so it's not even that serious. And then that's all it took, and I tried all these other things, and the GP just couldn't for his life figure it out. I'm like, I don't know, man. It makes me very jaded and very like disgusted, because what if like I could just be suffering for months and months, and it's still not fixed, but it's like it's really like a lot better since Friday. That's insane. That's all, and it's Monday. That means there's so many people who were probably dealing with something, and this guy did it over the space of 2 emails that probably took him less than 5 minutes in total.
5 minutes, yeah.
And I'm like, that's one of the best guys in the like. It just shouldn't be this way. And it whilst I'm very happy with the result, I'm extremely grateful to our friends that helped. Like, it makes me just like really more sad and upset for the whole country as where the healthcare is at. And I don't know if it's just Ontario that's this bad, and I'm not sure if anywhere else is as bad.
I know England is also really bad. So
really, yeah, that's
like super bad.
It's fucked up.
Same in Australia, but
I always remembered Australia being good in comparison, but I guess I didn't have as many problems. We were younger, right?
I think it's like just as bad in England than it is here.
Interesting. They always make England sound like it's fucking phenomenal, which I guess isn't. No. Interesting.
Well, it's the same when in England they make Canada make Canada sound phenomenal in every like aspect as well. It's like
it's not the same as it was when we moved here. It was a very different place. That was 13 years ago.
Everywhere has
everywhere's changed. It's not just Canada
and bad, and everywhere's
nowhere's
also
perfect.
Changed, yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think nowhere's perfect, and everywhere's changing, and some places are probably changing for the good, and I think here has unfortunately gone for the opposite of that. Like for now, I don't even know if a regime change, which is probably the only answer there is going to fix it. I think it's all so systemic, and like, how the fuck are you going to fix healthcare? How dare you take? I want to start. Sorry. Because I could fuck. This could be a whole. I want a political podcast one day. I'll fucking go in, cunt. All right, now. Good. April 8th, Monday. Switching it up. Monday, April 8th. There's a eclipse, a full solar eclipse. And
let's get lit.
Wow.
Let's do mushy.
Not near your birthday.
We already are. Yeah, it's like Tiff's mum's going to be here that weekend, so she's staying an extra day. And we just went to the Hamilton. You can come down if you like, but I have to go back to the library to get another pair of glasses. We went today to get the glasses. You can't look at it. You can't look at the sky. It's like these blacked out 3D glasses, like the same shit. And fortunately, the Hamilton Library, thankfully, tax money going to the right fucking thing. We just went in, didn't even have a library card. They just gave us the 3 that we need, and we're going to go down to Niagara because Hamilton only gets it partially in some places, but the number one place apparently is fucking Niagara Falls. And they've put up, Tiff's mum found out, she checked the hotel prices, and they were like normally a few hundred, and now they're like $2,000 a night on the Sunday night and the Monday night to see it. So we're going to go down and hopefully not be caught in traffic because it's like 3-something p.m. So we're trying to go down as early as we can and check it out. But it's like nearly like 3 minutes of total darkness.
Wow.
But but Toronto doesn't get it. So you'd have to come down to Niagara, essentially.
Okay.
It's
jump on the bike, mate. Go for a cruise.
Yeah, leave the day before and you'd be sweet out.
Yeah, a couple Ks, eh?
Yeah, fuck. So I'm excited for that, to be honest. I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's just planning that out. So Monday, April 8th.
I've never seen an eclipse before.
No, they're right. And the next time it's happening is 2147, I believe. So 120 years.
I'll be there.
Yeah. So if you guys are able to on a Monday to go down to somewhere close to the Niagara, even if you come here, it's not far enough. They are doing some stuff at the stadium up here, I saw, but it's not going to be as good as Niagara. And literally, I don't even care if we have to pull over the side of the road to watch it. It's not that serious. Like, put the bitches on and just fucking stare at that hoe. You know, hold your phone next to your face so you can film it, or put it on a tripod and see if we can film it. It's I know, it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. And there's this brewery in Buffalo that did like an eclipse pack that came with the glasses, and they had these like black IPAs and I think different things to go for each stage of the eclipse. It's very clever.
Interesting.
Very cool, cunt. All right, let's do the classic project review.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this week, which one do I do? Screen share. There you go, you whores. So last week or last episode, we did my solo mixtape, The Indie Experiment Volume 1. So obviously this week, Volume 2. Similar to the last one. Now it actually has 9 songs, but right here, one of them was taken off because Bandcamp caught it. I forgot what song it was. I'd have to look it up. But kind of annoying that they. Oh, I could. Can you see this on the screen if I do that? No, okay, sick. I can find it in the meantime. So this project was, I decided to do them all like 2 months apart. So Here we go. Beautiful. The back number. Let's see what we can do. What's missing? Sea Legs, the Shins is there. Sleepyhead, Sugar Pill. Whoops. Spirits. The Omniscient. That's really one that got taken down?
Oh, yeah.
The one with Aria. So, quick version. There was this Karen Elson is Jack White's wife. Jack White from the White Stripes. So she did this like cool song. I just did some like I even rapped in the more natural voice to talk about, I don't know what it was. Just like it was inspired by somebody I know, but yeah. A little story track. The Shins, indie rock band. Kind of interesting, bit of a weird one, but that was about Tiff, like a nice little girl song. Pretty Lights, he's like just a producer, so it's kind of even, and it's like hip hop. It's like
It's sick.
Boom bap hip hop. And I just took the name of his song. It's called "Make You Feel." It's a sick sample, just like sampled. I don't know, so it was easy to rap over. And I got my Becca, who's obviously was still cool. She did the hook on that. She killed it. Passion Pit, they're like an indie pop band, I guess. They had it was actually one of their biggest songs called Sleepyhead, which was a little lazy of me to pick that one, but I liked it the best. I think I just kept playing on the sleepy element of it. This band was weird. Ambulance Ltd. I think it's just indie rock, and they had this song called Sugar Pill, and I made that like a truth song talking about like I guess society, meaning like a what's a sugar pill? Like a what do you call it? Like a
Placebo.
Thank you. Like that, and just saying how people are taking shit and being blind and shitting on Big Pharma and stuff, actually, which is
way before relevant. The thing, yeah,
which is great. So it makes me happy that they're still doing those songs. Probably one of the funnest ones, Where's My Mind, which is the Bass Nectar remix from the Pixies, which I think was the version that they played at the end of Fight Club. Maybe it wasn't the remix though.
No, it wasn't the remix. It wasn't.
It was OG.
Same. Yeah.
So this is like a bit of a drum and bass remix and stuff, but like, and it's so sick.
I think.
Yeah, this is the best remix for sure, and this is probably this is your favorite, you said, off the project? Yeah, for sure. I think so too, because it was me, Notion, Tommy Guns, so it was good to have the fam on and just fucking spit bars, and it was like, I just love this one. We all killed it, like, verses went really well. Then the song that's missing was called The Omniscient, which was an instrumental from a metal band called Born of Osiris, and it's a weird tempo, and I had Aria Zenwa, who was my old housemate, like, he was my landlord's girlfriend, she was my landlord's girlfriend or wife, whatever, now, and she killed it. She's fucking slayed on this one. She like even performed it on our goodbye gig when we moved to Montreal in Toronto. And the last one was, this is also another favorite. So we did a remix album when we were signed to that Hypnot Records label, and we gave a whole bunch of acapellas, and this dude CH from Sweden, I believe, Sweden or Switzerland, one of the two, and he did his remix of a song that I did over a Dead Prez, the instrumental off Let's Get Free, called You'll Find a Way, which is like just straight, that was one of the first like pure like, you know, truth songs that I did, and then he did a sick remix over it, which I really like, so I thought I'd tack that on there. So this one's a little more, it's got a few joints that are a little more straight up hip hop ish, or there were a bit more, but also the ones that weren't hip hop were really weird, so it was kind of like either it was easy or weird. I think it was pretty different to the last one for sure. But what do you guys reckon?
Yeah, I agree. It's very, very different to the first one. Like, it was way more hip hop than the first one. Like, way more.
Yeah.
But like, it was still really good though. It was really good. As I was going through, like I said, like I think I said Sleepyhead is my favorite or Sugar Pill, but then as I was listening on, I think Spirits is my favorite because
Oh, I didn't even talk about
the
that.
guy,
Yeah, with Jamie Woon.
the guy
Jamie Woon's
singing.
yeah, right. Do you know
I
him?
don't know who he is. No, I don't know
Dude,
who he is.
I forgot. I skipped over that. So just I'll come like basically in 2011 there was the BBC like the 5 artists that are about to blow that year, and one was Ellie Goulding, Jamie Woon, and Ed Sheeran. And there was a couple others that didn't end up blowing up. So I discovered them all through this BBC thing that my old boss, who was British, shared. And Jamie Woon ended up being one of my favorite artists ever. And I think it was 2010 it came out for 2011. And this is a song that he did. This is the live version. So he did like a looping. Was it the live version? I think this is the live version. So he did like the looping where he would like make the drum sounds with his mouth, loop it, and then do the melody, like, and then loop the melody as he went, and then sing the song over his own vocals. It's disgusting. He's incredible.
But yeah, he was sick. I think that is definitely my favorite tune on it. He's hard. And do you know what I noticed as well? You know what Tommy Gunn sounds mad bogan, but then on this song he was on, he sounded really natural. Like as in like the bogan sound that was coming from him sounded like it fit really well on this track specifically. The what's it called? Where's
my mind?
Where's my mind? There you go. Yeah. So I thought that song was really good as well. The song was very hectic. There's a lot going on.
It's a busy song.
Busy song, very busy. But no, overall, I definitely preferred this to the first one, but maybe because
it's more rappity rap. Yeah.
It is more.
Also,
rappy.
The engineering of the whole project is definitely better.
I thought it was better. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got my groove by this point because I don't have lots of projects to mix in between the last.
It was only 2 months. I think he probably did it all at the same time, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think I just got better at the getting.
Maybe the later songs that were done later got better.
Yeah,
and you didn't have time to go back.
Sounds better in general. I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
But overall, sick. It was really good actually. Obviously, not being the typical things that I would listen to.
Yes.
But it was definitely a really enjoyable tape for sure. The track with Becca sounded like a C and Becca track, as I'd expect it to sound. And overall, it's sick. Good shit.
Good. Thanks, man. Nosh, what do you reckon?
It's a fucking banger, mate. Loved it then, loved it now. Standouts is Where's My Mind, Spirits, Sugar Pills Tight. Oh yeah, Sleepyhead. Yeah, everything's amazing. It's crazy. It's very different from the other one, and I like it.
Yeah. I feel like I think we tried to hey buddy, tried to
little bung.
little bear. Do you want to say hi to the people then? Do you want to say hi, buddy? Come here, buddy. Okay. I think we tried to place the song. So I think this was for me the reason why multiple songs here, like the Truth ones, is this was like the theme of this project. I think particularly with the first song, The Truth Is in the Dirt, like that theme went through all of those things. Make You Feel actually was kind of about that type of shit as well, about how fucked the world is. So basically almost all of these songs were about that. And that's why I think I put all of them in one. There are still others on Volume 3 to come, and then on the first one there were that. But I think that was the intention. Now I'm looking at it and remembering what I was trying to do. Yeah. So man, this was fun. So we'll keep going through. Oh, and also the cover this time. Tiff was there pretending to do a line of Coke, which was my logo. Pretending. It was flour and sugar, but and Josh did a pretty good job making the logo out of stuff. And then we did a referral, just so you can tell, a callback. See the lipstick from the first cover. BOS had started by this time, so then the beer bottle, and then I think there was the baggie was like weed or something. So I tried to do it, and it's on the back.
Oregano.
Yeah. Oh, on the back I got my passport and some money.
I made
2-finger Vitalia ring. Hey,
I was making eggs. Had the oregano for the eggs.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
We don't do eggs.
Yeah, so we don't do that stuff. We're very well behaved young boys. So that was this one. So that's pretty fire. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. Thank you for listening. Now, we've got a whole bunch of news. So before we get to the little games at the end, do you want to should we just, like I said before, all right?
Yeah, let's
I'll talk about one, and we'll just go in a circle.
Yeah. I'll get
All
my
right.
phone. Just get the notes.
So can y'all see you got the notes up?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to start? And we don't have to do these too long because there's so many.
Yeah, go on.
All right. So the Yeezy, it's been a very tumultuous couple weeks for Yeezy. So YesJulz, the like I don't know promoter kind of like chick that's been around
Wherever
Miami,
she is.
whatever
Yeah.
she does, she was working as Yeezy's like head of marketing or something, and then she got fired really publicly. So this Milo Yiannopoulos dude, who's like a racist, a racist and something else. He's gay, so he's not homophobic, but something I think, yeah, like a Nazi type of Greek weird dude. Anyway, he's like, I don't know why he works for Ye, but he does. So him and her were like beefing. All the emails were leaking and being put all over socials. It was very intense because basically, Jules was apparently trying to recruit Ye fans. Like
oh, I saw that. Yeah, she was trying to tell him to do stuff for free.
Yes,
but it wasn't like
make an
actual
app
official recruitment. Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was very interesting. I don't know how much all of it was true, but yeah, that was how that went down.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Who's next?
I saw Ye done the Carnival music video, and he said in the caption, he put it on Instagram, and he said, "Fuck Drake, fuck a bunch of other people," which is very interesting.
He said,
but
fuck
I still
Drake
don't understand
specifically.
why.
He said fuck Drake. He ended up deleting it and putting no caption, but he said fuck Drake for taking Dirk on tour at the beginning of the Vultures rollout. That's what he said. So that's what I was saying to Dan. It's fuck Drake now because Ye said it. So that's what's up.
Fair enough.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it wasn't a good reason to say it. And it was a reach. It was a reach for sure. Like
big reach.
It could have been intentional, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. Okay. Nosh.
What are we doing here? Reading out things?
Yeah, just going through the thing. I mean, unless you don't want to do it this way, I was just trying to make it entertaining to make it move faster.
The gay beefing Kai Cenat?
Yep. You familiar?
I don't know about it. Nope.
Okay, so Ye messaged Kai Cenat because he was sent some of the Yeezy clothes and they sent him too big, so he's putting on the pants and the pants were like 1.5 feet holding him out. And he was like, "Ye, what the fuck?" And he's putting all the clothes on, and then Ye was like, "You're a pawn. Fuck you for doing this. Like for making fun of it. You're trying to stop us." And blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "No, what the fuck? I'm just saying
like
they didn't fit." It was way
Oh.
too intense. It made no sense to be.
Way too. And Kai was just trolling, and at the end he was like, "Look, I'll prove to you I'm not a pawn. Fuck Adidas. Fuck Adidas," and like that's the shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Very interesting from Ye.
Very interesting.
Anyway.
So Ye's been, I don't know, maybe it's just his way of keeping the name out there whilst they're going through this. Like he's saying fuck Adidas and boycott their shit and then buy the Yeezy stuff, and they keep doing new drops with like this, like the Russian designer, and there's like, it says like Black Dog in Russian or something on the shirts now, on the hoodies. It's interesting. We already talked about Drake saying Sexyy Red is his GOAT. Speaking of Sexyy Red, her performance at Rolling Loud was terrible, bad. There was a clip taken from that. I did hear she was fucking around at the time, but it was her trying to sing really poorly, so I don't know. I hadn't seen the whole context, just that clip, and I just felt like we're shitting on Sexyy Red thing right now because Drake said she's his GOAT. So, and yeah, you said fuck Drake, so that's the
fuck them both.
She is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is perfect, Dan.
She's the goat in the farmyard, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, the goat of all music in the farmyard.
The goat in the barnyard. Sound effects super easy. She's a goat. She's an actual animal.
Shit.
Actually, no. I think she's very nice, actually. 4 Bats signing to OVO.
Yes. Tell us about this guy.
Interesting move. So he's some new I don't even know, R&B neo, like
they call him alt R&B, I believe.
Oh, okay, that actually makes sense. That's a good description. He's made 4 songs and he signed to OVO, which is interesting. And all 4 of his songs sound very similar, but they're actually really fucking catchy. And he's literally like the first, I don't know, like new rapper, 2024 rapper. Probably like the newest rapper. Sorry, newest artist from the past like few years. I'm kind of like, I actually fuck with his music heavy. Like it's actually like really good. But
like it's silly. as in like he's not saying anything, but they've pitched his vocals up and then down, so like the songs are like
it just sounds really good.
It sticks in your head hard, and then the video side of it, which is the big point. You can talk about that.
Yeah, the video is like a complete juxtaposition to what he's actually saying. He's wearing like a shiesty, and he's in the hood with a bunch of his random, and it's like very interesting.
Singing these,
but I like it.
Love songs.
Yeah. And all his random in the background singing along as well. So it's kind of like it's a very interesting move.
And OVO signed him for an EP deal.
We all know what happens. Yeah. But we all know what happens at OVO artists. So we'll see after when he makes his music, you know.
Speaking of that, this is what I actually had good timing. That's why I did put it this way. Look at me, not as much of a dumb cunt, eh? So I saw this, and you know, does Drake support his OVO signees enough? And this is Hip Hop by the Numbers that broke down how many words that Drake has given them. I guess as like Party Next Door looks like he got the most, as far as he got 1,098 words. I think that means in over 5 features. And then Drake's featured him 5 times. And he's got production credit. So it's basically breaking all of these down. So like Popcorn, funnily enough, got the second most, then Majid Jordan, then Smiley, who is like, ew. 4 bats.
Smiley's hilarious. I love Smiley.
See, that's the other thing. Smiley is like a male Sexyy Red to me. Like, it's just horrendous. His voice is ridiculous. It's no.
That's so funny.
That's going to be a fat no for me, dog. And I don't understand how 4 Bats has more, like from one Drake feature, 228 words on the one feature that Drake did. Maybe it was like a long verse or something, but...
It was a pretty long verse, like half the song.
It was out... Yeah, okay, that's probably why. Yeah, Roy Woods, Mackinnon, which I didn't think he was still signed to Thingo.
I didn't know what does he do now? Wow.
Division got screwed the most. 49 words for over one Drake feature and one Division feature on a Drake song, which kind of sucks. Because I think out of all of these artists, Division would be my favorite for sure. So it's unfortunate.
But I'm also, I don't know, I'm just like, how many times do you really see artists who are signed to big artist labels get so many features and shit? I think that what's more telling is the fact that they just don't blow up. Like, for example... Well, obviously they blow up, but it's to such an extent where it's kind of like Majid Jordan and Party Next Door are not as big as they should be. I think Popcorn is massive with or without a Drake. Like, it doesn't matter if Drake supports him.
Yeah.
4 Bats is new. Roy Woods, Division. Shit, I don't really know what happened there. But it's kind of like, I don't think... Though. Yeah, I know. But I just don't think there should be any expectation at the same time that he needs to jump on all these tracks. I just think, something really happens when you sign to OVO and you don't blow up.
So,
which is very weird.
Yeah, it's very odd. And I feel like I'll push back on that. Like, I feel like, if you think about it, right? Like, expectation... Actually, why are you saying there shouldn't be an expectation?
Because I don't know any, like, record label owner / rapper who jumps on everyone's tracks that he's signed to. He's probably the one, like, the anomaly out of all of them. He jumps on everyone's, yes. He does he?
I guess he used to, but I don't even know who he works with now. So
that's the thing. I don't know who he really works with.
That was a bad example. There isn't many. You are kind of right that they're not many, but think of it from a business perspective. Like, if Drake is putting these people on and he wants them to get maximum exposure, like him promoting it, posted on his Instagram, like it doesn't. I'm not talking just features. Features is one way, but like go and like put.
I've seen him post stuff about Majid Jordan and Party Next Door. So he's post Smiley all the time, actually.
I didn't know he signed him, which is interesting.
That's his boy. That's the only reason why. Actually, it's kind of harsh saying it's the only reason he has a career, but it's kind of like.
No, it's
the only reason I know Smiley is because I saw an Instagram video of Drake listening to Smiley, and then I was like, "Who is this guy?" And I found out he was signed to OVO. Like, Popcorn doesn't need to be signed to OVO.
He was doing his thing beforehand.
I knew him way before. Majid Jordan. I didn't even know Majid Jordan was a group until I saw on Drake's Instagram. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I see it.
But does he post them enough is more the question. So he is posting them that you're saying, perfect, cool. But is he doing it enough when his weight could one, make them more successful, which in turn makes him more money through his label.
He's made
Because
Sexyy Red way more famous than anybody
And
in
that's
this
a
entire
great
fucking
example.
roster, and that's the problem.
I
There you
don't
go.
think he's made Sexyy Red famous though. I think she was.
He's given her
as
more
famous-
shine.
He's talking about her more than
Oh
these
no,
guys.
yeah, he's talking about her way more. Yes, that is true. That is something that I don't get. That's
Yeah.
fine.
He's not giving them airspace. He's giving her airspace, and that's the problem.
Yeah, it's a little
But
unfortunate.
it's also like all record label owners don't really.
Yeah.
I don't really know anyone
they're
who
all
pushes
fucking-
their artists like that. So it's kind of like it would make sense in an ideal world. They would all just be posting their artists all the time, giving them all exposure, but no one really does that. So
Because
maybe
the
that's
problem
not
is
what they do.
because they're artists though, and they've got an ego, and they want to be the man still, as opposed to bigging up the people. You want to always keep them in little bro 'em. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Always
yeah,
make sure
that's
that they're
true.
under.
That's true.
I did hear on Button podcast they were talking about they think it's a bad thing for Forbats to have a Drake feature off the rip, because now where do you go from here? You got a feature with the biggest cat in the game on your second song, because it was
Yeah,
Act 2, I
it's
think.
kind of like the Bryson Tiller thing, isn't it? Kind of like
Too much
how
too
are
soon.
how are you gonna beat that? Well, maybe he can. Maybe he honestly can. And
But now there's
I
this
just don't
pressure,
really-
right? And
big
nothing good
pressure
happens
now.
from the pressure. Usually, for artists that are just coming out, there's no pressure because it's like, oh, who is this person? And he's popped out of
Yeah,
nowhere,
yeah.
so people are calling him a plant already as well because he's
Mm-hmm,
late. His manager's somebody big, works for a label. You put out 2 songs, 3 songs, all of a sudden you got this deal with OVO and a Drake feature on a remix. Like, it's a lot too fast, and most people who get a lot too fast, I've seen it time and time again with YouTubers who blow up way too quick and they're just not ready, and then they'll cry on camera and all this stuff. Dan and I and Tiff make fun of people all the time for that shit.
Good times, good times.
It's great. So like I feel like it's actually the worst thing, because then like he's probably never
Yeah.
performed before. The Weeknd never performed before. He blew up, and his first show was like weak. I saw his second show at OVO in 2011. And he was just kind of like standing there. Now he's a pro, but he didn't get to work that out on the come up. Like I think there's something to that for whatever it is that
Yeah.
you're doing. If you go and get successful off your first business, you're not going to know what failure's like, and you're going to think your shit doesn't stink. And you're
That
gonna,
is true.
you know what I'm saying? And you miss out on the lessons on the way. The lessons along the way are more valuable than anything else. Like, because of the failures, I know what not to do, which is more to know what to do.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
you've got to I don't know,
But it's also at the same time, if Drake approaches you as a new artist and is like not even
Yeah,
just
what are you
Drake,
gonna
like any, I'm never gonna decline any kind of feature from any massive artist,
No,
even
you'd
if
be
it means
silly.
I peak too early. It'd be silly. Yeah, it'd be silly.
But it's like, it isn't good. But what are you gonna do? Like, you're not gonna say no.
you're not gonna say
But
no,
you should
yeah.
probably say no. You should be like,
In
you know
hindsight,
what?
yeah.
Let me earn that Drake feature. Let me get some traction, and people know me for me. Otherwise, they're gonna know him as some guy that Drake featured on.
Drake
You know what I'm
feature,
saying?
yeah.
It's harder for people to remember him unless he comes out with something mad memorable for this project that he's working on. So
It could work out really well. So let's
keep
see.
an eye
I
on it,
don't
though.
know. We'll see.
It's an interesting. Obviously, there's no right answer to it or anything, so it's an interesting sitch. All right, who's next? We said that one.
I don't know. I'll go next. New Justin Timberlake. I saw he was on
Yes.
tour. I didn't know there was new music. I saw he brought out NSYNC at one of his shows. It was pretty sick.
Well, that's cool.
He had a tiny
Yeah,
desk
yeah.
as well.
He had Tiny Desk, and he
Really?
was on SNL.
Oh.
Yeah. The Tiny Desk, he's looking weird, bro. He's like, his eyes
Oh,
are like
yeah?
bulging. There's something
Like
going on.
reptilian thing. It looks so weird.
Oh, let me see.
He's either
this.
sick or he.
He looks really intense.
Do you think he's either sick or he's on something? And he wasn't behaving weird, so it looks like he might have.
Ozempic.
Well, that's possible, but you know, like Wendy Williams has something that makes her eyes bulge. I think she has Graves' disease or something.
jeez.
She's a
Yeah.
evil lady. Very strange. And I listened to the album today, and it's getting better towards the end, but it just sounds like some older guy trying to make young music. It's some of it's cool and some not so much.
Oh,
So I got to give it a few burn. I've always liked JT, but he's been patchy with the projects. After the second or third album, he got patchy.
I'm looking at the video now. Yeah, his eyes look really intense.
Yeah.
They're really, really intense.
Wonder if
Maybe
he
it's just cocaine. Who knows? Maybe it's the white powder. Who knows?
It could just be the white powder.
It's interesting. Could be.
Might be
It's
a
hard
good,
to. He's kind of.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. What's next, cunts? Nosh.
And
Northwest Elementary School Dropout. So this little bird's got an album, youngest Billboard Top 100 charting artist ever. So
It's pretty
little
gangster,
gal
right?
making moves. That's fucking excellent. Yeah.
Sick.
So
Where the
elementary
fuck
school
is
dropout.
Adonis?
What
Where
a
the
nice.
fuck is Adonis? He ain't
he's-
doing shit.
Ain't doing
he's
shit.
6 years old.
The ass hair looking all cute, little bastard.
It couldn't
Right.
fucking.
I mean, the beat on
Sexy Red.
this song was pretty tight. So whatever.
You say Sexy
Yeah,
Red?
that was hard. Yeah, yeah. What about you like?
I don't know, is that what you
you're
just
just
said?
obsessed with Sexy Red.
I'm obsessed.
You're obsessed with Sexy Red.
I'm like Drake. Call me Drake. Yeah. Elementary School Dropout. Cool name. They announced it at the Vultures, one of the preview tours, listening things.
Mm-hmm. What are your expectations?
I think it'll. She's 10. She shouldn't be doing this at all. She should wait till she's like 18 or something. So she can't rap yet, obviously, because she's a child.
No. I think it will be kids' music and maybe a couple Ye features, which will be good.
And it could just be fun. Hopefully, it's like 8 songs or something, just for her to say that she did it, and then move on from there. But yeah, expectations are 0, just like I have for fucking Adonis's whole life.
Whoa.
Okay.
0.
Interesting. You're beefing a 6-year-old. Mm-hmm.
North is.
Yeah, they should. They really should beat each other.
It's gonna be. They should actually be pretty good.
They should
come
diss
out
each
like,
other.
fuck
Actually.
Adonis.
That would be incredible.
This episode
I'd
should
be
be
here
called
for
Fuck
that.
Adonis,
So funny.
right?
Nah. Nah.
Oh, fuck Drake.
Sexy Red, the goat.
That's actually a good episode name because then
There you
people
go.
will be like, "What is Sexy Red
There
the
you go.
goat?" That's
Told
actually
you.
hilarious.
You're
Yeah, the
welcome.
clip has to be the one for the very, very start, the first
Yeah.
couple of minutes.
Where we're getting mad. Yeah, we'll figure that out. I love that. Okay, next me. Vultures 2. They previewed for music at one of the listening parties, which I think was in Phoenix. And I heard a bunch of the snippets on Twitter. Everything sounds pretty fucking dope. And they're considering now that they might not put it on streaming and they're just going to make people buy it because Ye was like,
I
streaming
think it's
fucks you.
official. It's not going to happen.
So it's like
it's
gotta
not going
go.
to be on streaming platforms. It's not going to be on streaming platforms.
Seems like that's what happened with Donda 2 though, and that was a bad move. So it's
Very bad move.
I understand for the fans, bro. Like it's
Because of James Blake. It's because of what James Blake said.
he wasn't wrong. That's the unfortunate part. He's so right.
Yeah,
But
music has moved on from physical pain.
unfortunately,
For shit. Like,
and yeah,
it's gonna backfire and it's gonna just lead to more piracy of the project because I'm sorry,
Zero
I'm
question.
not paying. I am pirating it. So
it's
it's like,
and it'll be available everywhere within minutes.
yeah, exactly. But if it's on Apple Music, I would just download it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Um.
Oh well. Oh well.
So okay. Now
anyway.
next
Jake Paul.
is
Jake Paul,
Dan,
Mike Tyson.
yes. Which is interesting.
Very
huh? In July,
Odd
I think, right?
and pretty stupid. I don't get the point. It's so silly.
It's like he's double the age. I think Jake's 28 or something, and Tyson's like 56.
Mike Tyson's going to
he's-
flatten him.
No, I don't think he will. He's old. He's an old man. He's an old man going against he's an old man going against an actual professional boxer. Even if he was amazing 20 years ago,
Jake Paul's on a
That's no-
professional boxer.
he is. He's
Yeah.
a WBC professional boxer who's had fights against
Mike Tyson
professional
will
boxers.
absolutely eat him alive.
Bro, no 56-year-old can beat a professional boxer. I just don't think that's possible.
I've seen Tyson training. You guys see any videos of that? Like he's
Yeah,
going.
no, he looks great. He looks great, and I think I would like him to win. I just don't think it's one. I don't think he should be fighting at that age, and
It's
two,
going to
I
be
just
rigged.
don't see.
If he doesn't win, then fuck, dude.
No, I just don't see how you can physically think a 56-year-old can keep up with a 28-year-old.
Is it an
There's just no
exhibition
world.
fight?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Of course.
Like, if it is, that
If
would
it is,
make more
well,
sense.
Either
course
way, do you know what will happen? It will come out. It'll be like 2-minute rounds, and it'll be like 6 rounds, and it'll go the distance, very likely.
Right.
And if that's the case, then Mike Tyson will definitely. I can't imagine him not winning that. But then if it's like a full-on I don't know how many minute rounds. I think it's like 3-minute rounds and 12.
Is that
12
short for
3-minute rounds,
boxing?
whatever. I don't know how
Yeah.
many fucking.
I think boxing's
how
usually
long-
5
Oh,
compared to
boxing.
no. I think they're 3-minute rounds. Yeah, they're 3-minute
10
rounds,
15
and
minutes,
UFC is 5.
It's like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, exactly. So yeah, if it was
Mm.
like an actual,
There's 10
if
rounds.
it's
I
a,
thought no.
if it's a WBC actual professional boxing match, I
Mhm.
can't imagine a 56-year-old, regardless of
Lasting
Mike
that
Tyson,
long?
can last that long. No,
Gotcha. Yeah.
12
and then
rounds.
Jake Paul will win.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much.
So
But
we'll see
yeah, I
what's
think
up
it's
with that.
We'll see. We'll
Okay.
see.
Beautiful. Nosh.
Ha! Love is Blind season 6. Over to you, blokes.
We didn't have to talk about it. I just put it down there because I thought it was fun. I don't know.
It was incredible, and Brett Brown, if he ever writes a book, that'll be
Or starts a course.
something I'll. Or starts a course, I'll do anything. A retreat, I'll be there. He's just the ultimate human being. Like, that's it. He's the ultimate human being.
Look,
Nothing
Well,
more I can say.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nosh has no idea.
Because you're avoiding Love is Blind. You've never met the perfect human. So,
Well,
and I'm sorry that you've never met.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry for you. I'll send you his Instagram. He's a
Sounds
great
like
guy.
I'm missing out. Okay, cool. That'll be a fast track. Okay, do that.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, let's keep
you go.
pushing through these. Freak Mill and Diddy and Mace. It's very interesting. So
Pause.
basically, big pause. Basically, everyone's saying Meek Mill and Puff are fucking each other, and Meek went kind of crazy, and didn't really deny it, but just kind of like deflected and went sort of. It was very poorly handled on his part.
Doing weird things, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Meek's
weird
embarrassed
reactions to the whole
himself, man.
thing.
And you see so much
Big
footage that
time.
comes out, and with that context, you're looking at it, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was a video from 2002 of an interview with Mace when he was sort of coming back on his gospel album or the the religious stuff, and they were like the host. He was I don't know, it was a TV interview, and they were like, hey, if what do you think about Diddy doing a gospel album? He's like, if Diddy did a gospel album, he's like, do you really want me to answer that? And they said, yeah. And he's like, he paused for a second. He was like, could RuPaul make a gospel album? And I said this to Tiff, and she was like,
Wow.
why couldn't he? I'm like, he said, because he's gay, and therefore Diddy. She's like, oh, shit. Like, she didn't realize what he was saying at first. And I thought that was
Amazing,
pretty
yeah.
funny, because that's a big call. So basically, they've been saying this forever. So I think
it's all true.
I think
all
it's
true.
100% true. Bro.
Like it's all true. It's all true.
There's nothing
Anyway.
fake about this.
It's yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Do you guys see the Joe Rogan
Yes.
podcast episode with Sheldon Johnson?
I did.
Who's
The-
Sheldon Johnson? No.
I didn't watch
So
the episode,
he's-
but I saw what happened. Yeah.
I saw what happened. Yeah. So he's a guy who claims to have been wrongfully arrested for murder. And,
Oh, he was on the part. Yeah, I saw the. Yeah,
and he
gotcha.
was on the podcast speaking about how he didn't do it, blah blah blah. And then, he was an alleged serial killer. And then, probably like a week after he'd done the podcast with Joe Rogan, they found evidence that he was actually he actually done it. And so like Joe Rogan was on the podcast with this guy face to face with the serial killer, which is insane.
It's pretty crazy.
Which
They
is
found a head
actually
and a
crazy.
torso in his apartment or
In
something,
his
right?
freezer, yeah.
And he kept walking out in different disguises and taking out.
Oh
like,
my god! And did you
sometimes
see some of the
garbage bags and-
ridiculous disguises, like a blonde,
blonde
wig,
wig.
and stuff? Oh my god! Like, come on, man!
It's pretty
Come
wild.
on!
Yeah.
Yeah, wild
Stuff.
stuff. Wild stuff.
If you're
Wild
looking
stuff.
for something to dive down, definitely worth it. Who's next, Nosh?
Mhm.
I don't know what this is.
Akira Toriyama death. So there's that the person who invented some sort of manga or anime.
He's the writer of Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. There
Oh,
you
he
go.
died. Oh no shit. Was he just old?
Yeah. I think he was in his 70s, but I think something happened.
that sucks.
happened.
Damn.
And he was like Dragon Ball's like the OG anime. I'm not a big fan of Dragon Ball, but like that is the epitome of when you type anime in Google, that was probably
what
the
comes
one that
up.
will come up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Every anime is usually based off that. So like that's like the base, and then they make their own stories from there.
I didn't
So
know
yeah, it was like a big thing,
Hmm.
like a massive thing that he died because he was a part of like everyone's childhood. Because Dragon Ball
my.
came out in like the 80s, and then it just continued to just
Evolved.
it
Crazy.
like finished. It finished in like 2005 or something, but then people still watched it and even still now, people still watch it.
Huh.
So yeah.
All right. Interesting. I never got into
big
that at all. All right. That's huge. I didn't see the. Oh, I did see this. Anthony Joshua KO's Francis Ngannou. And they did a boxing match, and Francis got like, you never even. I would have thought he would have pummeled him, but he got knocked out like 3 times.
Got knocked the fuck out. And oh my god.
I was very surprised. But was that what people expected was going to happen?
People were mixed because Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are probably the best 2 boxers in the world. But they're avoiding each other, so no one really knows who's better. And when recently, it was like, I wouldn't say recently, like a couple of years ago, Anthony Joshua lost a fight, and it looked kind of really like pretty bad. And everyone was like, "Oh, he's kind of washed. Let him not fight Tyson Fury." Everyone was kind of over that. And now he's back. He's winning a few fights, and now he actually fought Ngannou and then absolutely smacked him. So
that's crazy.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting times.
Next one, Daniel.
UFC 299 in Miami. Sean O'Malley retains his belt, and Michael Venom Page came from Bellator. He was like their biggest fighter, and now he switched to UFC and he won his fight. And Dustin Poirier won his fight as well. So there was. I didn't actually watch the event, unfortunately, but like that, people saying that was the most stacked card of the year. Okay. So I'm excited for the UFC 300 because it's like a big milestone. And did you see the entrance of Donald Trump?
I didn't know what happened. Okay, no. Was he?
So UFC 299. Obviously, Michael Venom Page, big fight from Bellator's coming over. Sean O'Malley's coming and fighting. The biggest pop from the crowd was when Donald Trump walked in. It is so funny. Like it was. Oh, it's just hilarious how much they love him. Like, just UFC fans love him so much.
It is just so kind of funny. So Trump 2024.
It's hilarious.
Walks out like a fucking superstar.
Like a superstar next to Dana White. And he's not even sat down watching. He stood next to the cage. He stood next to the cage like a coach. And I'm like, oh my god. It is so funny. Good stuff.
Oh, America. What
good stuff.
Well, if we can talk about UFC, can I just like do a quick shout out to mountain bike events that were popping? I should have like sent you guys links because it was actually fucking stupid good. There was one in Australia. There's Red Bull Hardline is a Red Bull event. There's a downhill event. It's only held in Wales. It's fucking gnarly as shit. But they had it in Australia and they had it in Tassie for the first time.
Okay.
And they had it at the Medina Bike Park. And first time out of Wales, and it was out of control. And this Irish dude, Ronan Dunn, smushed it up. And it was just insane because the track was probably one of the best tracks I've ever seen in downhill. Because like they usually go to like France and Italy and shit like that. And so Red Bull Hardline's gangster, and they had Crankworks series just kicked off, which is something they have in New Zealand, they have in Austria, they have it in Whistler, and they have it in somewhere else. And so a couple downhill events in the last week, and it's been super sick. So I have to send you guys links because if we're sharing UFC stuff, you need to see the gnarly cunts jump off things and race really hard because this cunt broke his bike in the last race and it was like the most random shit you've ever seen.
Look at that.
Sports,
guys. Sports habits is back. Sports habits is back.
Yeah, sports. That should be the segment, sports habits. And we're just talking about
habits. Let's go.
Soccer, UFC, and mountain biking.
I love it.
There you go.
Almost done here. UFC fans going to meet and greets and asking UFC fighters to try and kick their legs, like try out their leg kicks.
Oh,
yes, I keep seeing it on Twitter and Instagram, and they're just like they're going to meet and greets with John Jones, with like I don't know if it's Khabib, no, Alex Pereira, and they're like, no, come, do like leg kick me, and then like they're absolutely almost like breaking their legs, like, and I don't know why they're so diehard and want to prove like it's kind of like a story to tell their family and friends. John Jones kicked me in the leg, blah, blah, blah. I'm just kind of like, this is so stupid.
He could get sued, probably.
Who, John Jones?
Yeah, it's America. They could fucking sue you for anything.
Well, it's fully consensual on camera, I guess. I don't know. Like,
you could still change your mind. Oh, what the fuck is that?
I guess. But then I guess there's also some rule when you're going to meet and greet in general. So I guess there's some way to bypass that anyway. But yeah,
right.
It's very weird from the UFC fans.
That's pretty hectic.
But yeah.
Do we want to the John Cena thing?
Yeah, did you guys see it?
Yeah, so like the people call the humiliation ritual, which is like when they made him be nude on stage.
Yeah. People saying it's some,
Hollywood thing.
Illuminati Hollywood conspiracy thing, where he's he's worn a what's the word?
I
He's
just watched a movie
worn
last night with him, and he was wearing dresses in it, wigs.
Oh, the
like,
Ricky
yes,
Stenicki.
yeah, which was filmed in
good?
Melbourne.
All the
Yeah,
stuff that
oh.
Cat Williams talked about.
It's everything Cat Williams talked about. It's set in Providence, Rhode Island, because they had cutaways, and I'd been on those streets, like I recognized them, and then the
nice.
whole thing was filmed in Melbourne. Crazy.
Wow. I might watch it. I was gonna watch it the other day because it seems like an actual, just like a classic comedy.
It wasn't shit. I quite enjoyed it.
Okay.
But yes, that's part of it. So Cat Williams brought, like, I'd heard about this stuff in the conspiracy shit back in the day, but like, it's funny because there's a bunch of stuff like that now. Cat Williams saying these things, and you're like, huh, interesting.
But yeah, people call it a humiliation ritual, delivering an Oscar speech naked. Very odd.
It is
very
It's pretty
interesting.
fucking odd.
Yeah.
Very odd. Definitely worth looking into. That's another rabbit hole for sure. Bruno Mars is apparently some crazy gambler, and he owes the MGM Grand $50 million.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
And I think he's doing events and stuff with them, so it probably balances out. Like, instead of him having to pay him back $50 million from whatever the fuck, he's probably playing blackjack or something. I imagine.
Dude, imagine being so shit at gambling that you get $50 million in the bin, and then you have to sing your ass off like Tony Bennett until you're fucking. I guess Bruno Mars could charge a little fee.
I'd probably get couple mil for.
Take him too long. Take him a year or two to pay that off. But fuck,
is that crazy?
What a dickhead! Gambling sucks so much dicks. I can't. It's the worst. But like 50 million. Imagine being in debt like 100 grand. I'd fucking puke and kill myself. Like. $50 million, dude.
It's well, you should see my bank thing with the mortgage. It's sometimes you're like, oh, that's a lot of money that these motherfuckers owe, and you're paying back 3-4 times that amount of money.
Fucking hell,
because of how much they steal from the interest. But 50
right.
mil, yeah,
that is unbelievable.
Oh, Bruno,
what a silly sausage.
Such a silly sausage. We're nearly done. Anthony Black and Grady Dick did a jersey swap after a game, and they stood next to each other,
so the NBA
holding
wants
the jerseys, and have a guess which order they turned it around with the last names in it. They knew what they were doing. Oh, so on purpose. They're playing with the dick thing, just like when we were talking about, like, Dick from downtown, like
yes.
Dick with the ball skills, Dick with his hands on the ball. Yeah, like it's they're playing with it. It was very fun.
They're playing with a dick.
It's good.
Good times. And Dan, you can tell them the last one.
New Future and Metro Boomin album 2. Two albums actually coming out. Oh my God, it's actually going to be sick. It's going to be sick, and you would love it as well. I know you're going to enjoy it.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's called We Don't Trust You or something.
Okay.
And people are saying...
When does it drop?
One's in April. I think one's late this month and one's in April. Let me see.
Oh, they're done pretty soon.
Trust
New
Future. Metro.
Yes, no Drake features.
Sure. Oh, definitely not. 110% not. Okay, so it's March 22nd and April 12th.
Oh, it's the 18th. All right, so next week. Hang on.
Yeah.
This week, Friday.
Friday. Oh, I'm very excited for that. Real music.
Let's go.
Real
music's back, guys. Hopefully there's a Sexyy Red feature. Let's go. Let's fucking go, cunt. All right. Wow. Now, we're coming up towards the end of the pod. So do we want to do, Dan, the ones that you did questions for, as far as like the fun thing, as opposed to like the album tier thing?
Yeah, let's do that.
Since you put the trouble, we should do that.
Let's do that.
All right, fun time segment, y'all. Fun times. Dan, what do you got for us today? Is this blind rankings?
All right. I was going to do blind rankings, but I want to participate. So I'm doing a start bench trade, first, second, third choice, where we can all participate. And I wanted to ask if you wanted to do it where we can't continue on to the second question until we come to a consensus, or do we not do that? Or do we just say each other's? Because I was thinking we come to a consensus, but you guys tell me.
We could try it that way. We haven't done it that way before.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
So we all have to agree.
Right, which obviously isn't going to happen, so someone's going to have to
bend,
give in.
pause.
bend over and just
Bend,
let someone
no
slip
pause.
her on in.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Just
But okay, so I've got some. Let me get my thing. I've got
Alright.
some different topics, and you guys tell me. Okay.
okay.
So
Let's go, let's
okay,
go,
so
let's
I got desserts. I've got Australian snacks. I've got Jamaican food. I've got food. I've got rappers. I've got R&B artists. I've got
Shit.
what's it called? Where is it called a posse cut? Where you got like multiple
Stacks
rappers
cunts.
on. Yes.
Yeah,
So
posse
I've got
cut.
posse cut.
Damn,
I've
that's
got
fun.
I've got R&B songs. I've got feature artists. So what do you want to do?
So let's try and do 3 of these. Nosh, you can. I saw you. You choose first.
Australian snacks.
All right.
Cool, good one.
Sound so Australian.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Tim Tam Square. No. Tim Tam Shapes and Cherry Ripe.
Which shapes?
Your favorite flavor of Shapes.
Mine and Nosh. Yeah, barbecue's the best in my opinion. Nosh is a pizza man, but Nosh, we can rock with barbecue. I
I'm
know
a
you.
barbecue man.
Okay, you're a barbecue man. I thought you
I
were
enjoy
pizza.
very much pizza. No, I just
I
either of
understand.
them you get it, bro. But like usually, the quantity one is the barbecue.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the start. Okay, you go first.
I know my order. But
Do you want to say
should I
what's
start
the?
off with what I would
Yeah.
start?
Yeah, do start. We'll start with start.
Tim Tams. Tim Tams easily,
Ooh, I mean
Like-
they're pretty fucking good.
without a doubt. They're
No.
just elite.
They are elite.
So
I just
good.
ran out the other day. I need to get some more
Mhm.
of this bitch. Fuck shit.
So
Messed up. You
I
messed
know
up.
I did. I fucked up. Nosh, what would you do?
Mhm.
probably cherry ripes first. They're the best.
I was I was gonna say barbecue shit.
What?
I don't know.
Cherry ripe. That's dreadful.
Oh,
What do you mean dreadful?
no, cherry
Excuse
ripe's
me?
a god tier.
Dreadful.
Oh no,
I mean, like,
shouldn't have-
Oh, they're
Tim Tams
dreadful.
or cherry ripes? I don't know. Fuck, they're both.
Do you know what? We're not going to come
Cherry
to any
ripe.
consensus.
Chocolate's fire, dude. What do you
Dried
mean?
cherry and fucking what? Coconut.
Coconut
Yeah.
with
That's
cherry.
like
Dark
you
chocolate.
weirdo.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I got one.
coconut
That sounds
with cherry
like
and
hell.
chocolate.
That's easily tradable. Easily number 3.
Oh,
Are we not going to agree? Hey,
I mean, fuck.
I think
yeah.
we can. I think we
okay.
can if we're smart. Guys.
I'll have to piss at
If we're
some
smart.
point. I mean, you know.
Do you want to piss first then?
No, I'm just being silly.
Okay.
Just go
Um,
on.
Like
Okay, number 2. Okay, are we happy to put squares in number 2?
shapes.
Sorry, I
Wow.
keep calling them square shapes.
Um,
Sorry, I'm not from
I
Australia.
mean, like
So Tim
okay.
Tams one, shapes, and then cherry ripes. Done.
Yeah,
Moving on.
I'm cool with
Let's
that.
go.
That's what I think. That's
I'll
what I
rock with
think
that.
because I think
I'll give
I also
in.
think cherry ripe.
Do you know what? I
Cherry
think they
ripe is
all should be
horrible.
number 1. They should all start. So I'm
Yeah.
okay with that because either way, it's like it's choosing between your
I'm
choose.
gonna eat them all. They're all
Exactly.
gonna get got. So fuck your list. Let's go.
That's a good
Okay.
list. All right, let me
Okay.
choose next one. Let's do posse
All right.
cuts.
Pussycats. Okay. God did
Ooh,
forever
Mm-hmm.
or swagger like us.
interesting. Well, trade swagger like us.
Yeah.
I would say probably God did would be the start, and then Ben should be forever.
Really?
I really like God
Really?
did. And I think
God
forever is cool,
such
but
a banger.
forever is like
I
so
think-
dated. It sounds like 2009 or whatever. Like it's.
It does.
You know
It
what I mean?
does. So swagger like us sounds like it's also 2009, 8 or whatever. But
It does. Yeah,
I
you're right.
think I'm starting forever still. Like, regardless, I'm still starting forever.
What would you do?
And
Nish?
yeah, swagger like
no,
us.
Dan, tell us what you
I'm
do.
happy to trade. I'm happy to trade swagger like us.
Okay. Do you agree with that, Nosh?
Yeah, that's the last one for sure.
Okay, so now we're gonna agree on the first two. So me and Dan are opposite then, but I'm not concrete. What would you say as far as who would you start and who would you bench, or which song?
Probably the God did will be benched. I don't know. I haven't heard it for ages, and
For a
like,
while.
I don't, it's not.
That's
it
cool.
feels
That's
kinda
two.
forced. The other one's more classic, and it's got better bars on it. I think maybe.
I can get down with that.
I don't know.
It's more of a legacy pick, you know.
Yeah. You know
You
what?
can't really.
I like it. I like your
Okay.
arguments. You guys convinced
okay.
me. Wow, this has been a little more easy. Okay, your turn to choose now, Dan.
Let
You
me
choose
let
one.
me think. Let me make it a little harder. Let's go Jamaican food.
I was really hoping we'd do that.
Okay. oxtail, curry goat, jerk chicken.
In that order.
You're doing it in that order.
I swapped the last two around.
I would also swap the last two around. I'm putting oxtail first,
That's fair.
jerk chicken second, and curry goat gotta go.
I'm okay with that.
But I do love
love
curry
They're
goat.
all flat dog.
Dude,
They're all
yeah,
made, I got them salivating and I also got a little bit of a stiffy. So like I think they're all great.
Just like
Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's
that was
like
easy.
Yeah, you're like
Just do you want to do another one or two?
We can do another couple.
All right. Who chose? No, she choose now.
oh fuck. What are the other ones?
So we have a food one. We have a dessert one. We have R&B artists. We have.
Let's dessert it. We'll stick it on the food thing.
Yeah, I'm actually really hungry. This is great.
I'm fucking
All right.
yeah, gagging for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Creme brulee, key
Oh.
lime pie, carrot cake.
In that order. That's it. Done.
I don't think that's the order.
That's
I
it.
don't think that's the
Creme
order.
brulee at the top though. Otherwise, you're not talking to me.
I would say you could trade, like reluctantly trade key lime pie, even though I love it. Because
I agree.
and
I
carrot,
agree.
bro. If you got, dude, fuck carrot, fucking
No,
Christ,
carrot
cake.
Fucking
If you get
amazing.
carrot cake with no raisins and no pineapples or some white ass shit, and then you've got the walnuts, and then that real soft, real thick white gooey fucking icing
my
pause.
God.
Yeah,
Hot,
check that.
hot.
No.
Oh, yo,
my goodness.
we went to a Jamaican spot for Tiff's mum's birthday last summer, and Miss Licklemore's downtown Toronto. The carrot cake,
My mate's
was-
missus work there.
she does too.
Yeah.
The best carrot cake I've ever fucking had, and it's not
Interesting.
even close. I would recommend to see if you
Wow.
can walk up there and just, can I please buy a slice of cake? Because it's a very
I did not know.
It's expensive
I did not
restaurant.
think that would be something
I
they
didn't-
offered, which would be that good. Wow. Okay.
And it was all those things I described. It was so perfect. Like the level of perfection, I can't even like. Creme brulee is that fire that it probably still needs to go number one. But I could absolutely find an
I'm trying to
argument for
think of,
carrot
like,
cake to be number one.
That's
to
the
start.
thing. That's the thing. I'm always tossing up in my head what I would always prefer if I was to get given the best carrot cake or the best creme brulee. And I think creme brulee is kind of hard to fuck up.
I think
But,
that's a fair
like,
point.
A good fucking carrot cake, I don't even know. I don't even know if I've had something that good before. You know, I feel like
Bro.
how much
the
better
fuck?
is a good? How much better is a good creme brulee versus like a decent creme brulee? That's what
That's
I'm
a
thinking.
good fucking point. There's a much larger
That's what I'm
gap
thinking.
with carrot cake and key lime pie,
You
probably
can,
too.
You can elevate carrot cake, like elevate.
They did
it,
nothing
seriously.
special,
Look
bro.
at you dessert connoisseurs.
Oh yeah, we're big.
mate.
It's not a
Fuck,
joke
all right,
over
you
here.
fat cunts. All right, no worries.
What can I say, Nosh? We like putting sweet things in our mouths. You know?
Oh, excuse you.
Yum.
Very true. Very true.
All right, it's 1 hour 32. Do we want to do one more quick one, then bring her home?
You might back take the float. Let's go.
Okay. Dan, you choose since you got the topics there.
Do you want me to choose?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of one which won't be easy, but if it's too easy, we can always do another one anyway. So let's do. Okay, songs.
Cock size.
Okay, 8, 13. Okay, songs. Runaway.
Uh-huh.
I Need a Girl Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll Be There For You.
The Diddy Biggie thing?
The
I'll Be There For
Diddy. No. The Method Man and Mary.
Oh,
J.
Mary, I'm sorry. You're All I Need. I thought it was called All I Need.
You're All I Need. Oh, I think it's called You're All I Need / I'll Be There.
I'll be that. Gotcha. I would put I would switch the last two around. So Runaway, obviously,
Yeah.
and then trade I Need a Girl,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad. It's the best one, but it's the other two are superior in my opinion.
Yep. Facts.
I think that's fair. It's just difficult between Runaway and I.
What do you mean? You questioning Runaway at number one? At
No,
starting?
but it's like that Method Man and Mary J song is so fucking good.
Oh, it's a perfect song too.
yeah.
I think Runaway is like, bro, just think of the end part, the 3 minutes
There,
of
you're right. You're
Kanye
right. You're
being
right,
a
you're right.
guitar. It's got to be one of the greatest songs of all time. So it's a little
Yeah.
unfair to the others because that's.
I think the epicness of Kanye's joint beats out the Meth and Mary. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Means
Otherwise,
they're
the
all.
Meth and Mary is like timeless, and I've loved that for longer. Literally,
Yeah.
loved it
Oh, for
longer.
sure. I got the CD single like of that shit. Like,
Yeah, it's one of the songs that I could do. Like, if had gun to my head, what could you sing, start to finish, and not fuck up? That would be the one, or one of the ones. That's a good question for another time. Gun to the head, what song you could rap off your tops,
we could do that for
not
next week.
fuck up a single thing.
I'm gonna add
Like
that right
at
now.
least 99% verbatim. Like you got at least 99%. You cannot fucking drop. You can drop maybe a one syllable word.
Yeah,
Or
you're
if, you know what I mean? Like a
you're
little
right.
thing.
Name a song you could rap, sing, start to finish perfectly. Gun to head. Boom, done.
Okay,
All right.
nice.
Love that. So we're 135. Let's bring this slut bitch on home.
Catch it.
Anything else you want to say for the end? It's good to come back. It's nice. It feels like
it's
weird
good.
when we don't do the pod.
Yeah, I
Just for
agree.
you fucking cunts, man. Eh?
Yeah, need it.
Everyone should go watch Shogun on HBO. Best show I've seen since Game of Thrones.
You did say that. Yeah,
It's literally like, imagine Game of Thrones set in Japan. It's insane.
Honestly, that sounds insane.
that sounds
like,
fucking awesome, dude.
It's like it's about crazy beef between Christians, what's it called? Protestant.
Protestant
It's-
and what's the other one? Orthodox or Catholic?
Yes, Catholics, Protestants, and beyond that, and then it's beef between the Japanese, the Portuguese, and the British as well.
Right.
And it's like, oh my god, it's insane. Like,
Yeah.
the best thing is rated like 9.2 on IMDb right now. It's so good. It's the best thing I've seen literally since Game of Thrones. It's insane.
Well,
It will go down as one of the greatest shows I've ever seen.
I love that. Fuck yes. Okay, I'm excited for it. I need something new.
Definitely.
All right, so we'll do that. I'm gonna play the song, and we're gonna do the usual. I know we're still getting used to this, like trying to say all of our things whilst it's playing. Are you ready? Do it.
HTFGXMING on YouTube. Don't even bother Instagram. My Instagram's done. All right.
It's
Anyone
over.
else? Go.
Go at Notion Baby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook or whatever. At Notion MTB on Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe, get a dog up your city
Oh,
easy.
yeah, CWFOR everywhere for the most part. At the Movement Fam everywhere. At Bad Habits Pod on Instagram, and we'll see you sick cunts next week. Ta-ta.
Get your game out.